Now, the Korean style 돈가스 is finally ready.
Hello, it's Katie Kim. Are you a big fan of Korean 돈가스? But are you guilty of ordering 돈가스 delivery because you don't want to use all the oil for frying? In this video, I will show you how to fry a crispy pork cutlet just using a half cup of oil. Is it possible? Yes, it is. So today, I'll be making not only pork cutlet, but also demi-glace sauce and cabbage salad with Thousand Island dressing. Let's get started.
Japanese 돈가스 is made with pork tenderloin, but Korean style 돈가스 is made with pork loin. However, if you can get pork loin at your local market, it's totally okay to use pork tenderloin instead. Let's talk about seasoning. If you use a Korean pancake mix called buchimgaru, you don't need to add salt. Salt is already included in the buchimgaru. However, if you're using all-purpose flour, season generally with salt like this. I prefer using buchimgaru. Since I'm going to use buchimgaru, I won't season the other cutlets.
Trim off any fat portion from the outside of cutlet with a knife. Put the pork loin on cutting board and cover it with a clean plastic bag. If you want to eat pork cutlet that melts in your mouth, pound it a lot with a meat mallet. The taste of 돈가스 depends on how much you tenderize it. Can you say this like this?
Here are the ingredients you will need. 3 eggs, buchimgaru, and breadcrumbs, panko.
Beat the eggs. If breadcrumbs are too thick, you will need a lot of oil.
The thicker your breadcrumbs are, the more oil you will need to have when you fry the cutlets. You can use this kind of breadcrumbs. Coat each cutlet in the Korean pancake mix. Dip the cutlets into the beaten eggs. And then slightly press into the breadcrumbs. Isn't it easy? Make sure that the cutlet is coated completely on both sides.
If you made it extra, place it in a freezer bag to enjoy later. Just move it from the freezer to the refrigerator the day before frying. Next, I'll make a cabbage salad that goes well with a pork cutlet dish. Slice the cabbage thinly. Rinse thoroughly in water. Add vinegar or lemon to the water. And then put the washed cabbage into the water and set aside. Let's make a Thousand Island dressing. This is 2 tablespoons of mayo, 1 tablespoon of ketchup, a little bit of lemon. Yeah. This is Thousand Island dressing. That's it.
For demi-glace sauce, we need 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of butter, a 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce, and 1/4 cup of ketchup, and 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of water. Worcestershire sauce originated from the city of Worcestershire, England. But in order to make Korean cutlet sauce, you need to buy a Korean or Japanese brand instead of British-style Worcestershire sauce to get the taste you want.
Finally, let's make a pork cutlet sauce. Demi-glace sauce. But of course, you can always buy 돈가스 sauce. But today, I will make a demi-glace sauce. When I was young in Korea, I used to eat big-sized 돈가스 with plenty of demi-glace sauce on top. Add flour and butter. This is a 1/4 amount. Stir and continue to fry until brown. So it's been about 7 minutes. So combine the water, Worcestershire sauce, sugar, ketchup. Combine the water, ketchup, sugar, and Worcestershire sauce in a bowl. Now I'll also add the milk. 1 cup of milk. Let's fry the pork cutlet while letting the sauce simmer. Now it would be a good time to take the cabbage out and drain the water. On a medium-high heat, pour enough oil for frying the cutlet. When the frying pan starts to heat up slightly, add the pork cutlet. When the oil starts bubbling, flip the pork cutlet over. Fry them about 1 minute over medium-high heat. Can you see that the oil is beginning to bubble? Reduce the low heat and flip over. Fry the pork cutlet for 3 minutes over low heat. I'll flip it over again. When the oil starts to cool, pan fry over medium-high heat once more. Reduce the heat when the oil is bubbling. Repeat it several times until it turns to golden brown. When frying like this, 돈가스 doesn't burn outside and can be fully cooked inside with less oil. When it turns a golden brown color, it's done. Remove the cutlet from the frying pan and drain on a paper towel. The demi-glace sauce also ready. Now let's plate this. Place the cabbage on the plate. Drizzle the Thousand Island dressing. Oops. Put the rice on the side. Put the pork cutlet on the plate. Pour enough demi-glace sauce on top. It should be about 2 ladles. Cherry tomatoes. Now, the Korean-style 돈가스 is finally ready. If it is difficult to make demi-glace sauce, you can buy 돈가스 sauce and serve it on the side for dipping. Let's see how it turns out. Cut the 돈가스 into small bite size. So delicious. So happy. It's so tasty. So all my international friends, please try my recipe and stay healthy. I will see you next week.